Hey guys, hope you're all doing really good today. Before we get into this, I just want to thank everybody so much for all the positive support, all the comments I've been getting, and everyone that I have been connecting with on Twitter. All you guys are so awesome, and it just makes me so happy to see all this positivity and support, and I really appreciate it, guys. So, thank you very much. But, without further ado, I'd like to just get right into this. This is a very different kind of video. I don't know how these things would actually work in the game, at least a couple of them, but I'd like to get a little creative with this and see what I can come up with. But the very first one that I would like to get into is how Uncle Ben could be included in Spider-Man PS4. And nobody wants to see Uncle Ben get shot and died again here. Oh, great power comes great responsibility. We've all heard it 1,000 times, you know? So one of the things that I think would be really cool to see him in is see him being the narrator the entire game, and you don't even know it. He could be narrating after every mission and during parts of the mission, and at the end of the game, he reveals himself to be Uncle Ben, and you didn't even know it the entire time. I mean, that'd be very cool. And I don't know if anybody has seen the movie Sixth Sense. I mean, it's a very, very good movie, and I'm gonna spoil it. So if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. If you don't care, then I'll explain it, but just skip ahead if you don't want to hear. So, in The Sixth Sense, it's about this guy who has died, and he doesn't know how to get through his death. Like he's walking around as on Earth as a ghost, and there's this little kid that can see dead people that helps him get through his death and helps him transition forward after death. And I think it would be interesting to see this maybe almost like an Arkham Knight type feel, like how Batman saw the Joker, but nothing to that extreme where you see it like all the time and you constantly hear the voice in your head. I mean, that's one of the parts in the game that got kind of annoying for me, was just seeing like Joker everywhere you went. But this could be different. It could have a different take on it. They could have Spider-Man create someone in his head that's like a friend or a father figure or someone that he looks up to. And with that person that he looks up to, you start to realize more and more that that is Spidey still getting over Uncle Ben's death. And by the end of the game, you realize it, and it could be something really cool, like really unique, to where it's almost like he fades away, and you have to figure it out yourself to where it's open to interpretation. But I mean, it would be a real interesting thing to see in the game. And there's one other way that I think it'd be cool to see him in the game, but it could be in the middle of a fight scene, a very cinematic one like the ones we saw in the E3 demo, and before like a quick time event, like say someone's about to die, and when you see this person just at just the brink of the worst of the possible things that could possibly happen to them, it flashes back to the same night in the same way that Uncle Ben died. It just like you see Uncle Ben on the ground and kind of like reaching out for Peter and maybe saying his name, and then it transitions back into the scene that you're actually in. Someone's on the ground saying Peter's name, asking for help, and you could see that it still bothers Peter and he still thinks about it all the time. It would be an interesting thing to see, but something I would only like to see maybe once or twice in the game, because it's a very powerful way to include that he is very scared about people he's closest to dying, and he doesn't like thinking about what happened to his uncle, and he doesn't want anything like that happening to anyone to him now. And my last, but probably my best theory of how he could be included in the game. He could be in the game because he could have influenced the way Peter thinks, and possibly the way his suit, Spider is on a suit, the reason why it's all white. It's very possible. They haven't said anything about why it's white, but when something is white in a movie or a game, it tends to represent something innocent and pure, and something that only likes to do good. It's there for the best intentions, and that's what Uncle Ben was to Peter. And I think that could be why the spider's white on his suit. I mean, it'd be really cool to see. And I'm really excited to see what the real reason is why his spider on his suit is actually white. And that's my last couple of reasons why I think Uncle Ben, or how he could be featured in Spider-Man PS4. I mean, if he is, cool. If he's not, I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world for me, but still, I mean, there's some ways that I would like to see him in the game, maybe once or twice, or at least his name pop up. But I just want to thank you guys for watching my videos, and I'll keep on giving these guys to you. And I will also be live streaming very frequently all different types of games. But hope you guys would like to watch. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Alright, thank you.